Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with Jarmental, and these are my NXT Takeover Chicago predictions with a special guest. Hi! Hi. This is Georgia, by the way, in case you're a new subscriber to my channel or in case I haven't mentioned her name on camera recently. Bit of a sickly cat. That's enough out of you. She's a bit of a sickly cat, 14 years old. We've had to take her to the vet a lot, but she seems to be doing better, don't you? Aren't you doing better? Oh. You don't want to make predictions? Okay. Anyway, so, in case you haven't noticed, Derb is not here. He is still on vacation, so I'm filming these just over a week before Takeover Chicago happens. So, 5 matches. I am a little more hyped for this one than I was for the previous Takeover Chicago last year, because that one just kind of came out of nowhere, and it was only... it was like literally announced like so quickly. And I was just like, oh, okay, it's not, like, it's going to have maybe 1-2 good matches or whatever. And it actually turned out to be one of the best takeovers they had. Had the match of the year, in my opinion, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. So how will this one be? Well, there's going to be no UK title, unfortunately. Who knows what the matches will be that they'll tape for the live crowd for the following NXT episode after Takeover happens. But we'll see. And... you know, this is going to be a pretty damn stacked card. I think this has potential to be one of the best takeovers, one of the best events that WWE has put on this year, even with a bit of a weak women's match because of the champion. But hopefully the Derb will be back for the review of NXT TakeOver Chicago and Money in the Bank. But let's get cracking on with these predictions. As Georgia over there, one of the producers, looks all forlorn and upset. Anyway, Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross for the women's title. Shayna's going to retain. Nikki will look strong. This will probably even shout out to @Jeremy8M11 for this. This will probably lead to Dakota Kai beating Shayna finally at TakeOver Brooklyn 4. There's going to be a lot of TakeOver Brooklyn 4 talk because this is going to set up all this stuff for it. There's only going to be one title that might change hands, and even I don't have it happening, but this is not going to be at Shayna unless they suddenly just want to pull the rug out from under her after how they've had somewhat of a meteoric rise to the title. Unless they suddenly just want to pull that rug out from under her, Nikki Cross is going to be a sacrificial lamb. Shayna will win. Shayna's improving, but I still don't find her interesting. I still don't think she's a really good champion. I don't find her interesting on promos. I don't find her that interesting in between the ropes, though she is a good athlete. Nikki Cross will get a good enough match out of her. This isn't going to be like a blowaway classic. It could be. I could be surprised. But Shayna will retain. And then, Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly possibly at ringside with... probably at ringside will be Adam Cole. Bye-bye. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm going to roll with it. So anyway, they face off against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch for the NXT tag titles. I have Strong and O'Reilly retaining. This is the only one where I could see a title change happen. They could go with a shocking victory for Lorcan and Burch. Problem is they already got that in... recently on an episode of NXT TV. So we already saw that happen. So, okay, are they going to go with it again? Now, Chicago could be on fire, and not the great Chicago Fire. I'm not making light of that at all. I think the Chicago crowd will be on fire. Probably should have worded that a little bit differently. But I don't think Lorcan and Burch are going to win. I think you could end up going with, if Bobby Fish is going to be back in the ring at any point. I don't know if he is. I know he's been injured for a few months. If Fish is going to be cleared, you could have... one, Cole, I think, is going to interfere. And even if Dunn counteracts that, I believe Strong and O'Reilly would get the victory. But then you could possibly go with an eight-man war at Brooklyn 4. And you could have the Undisputed Era if Fish comes back against, say, a team of Lorcan, Burch, Dunn, and Tyler Bate. Why not? That'd be kind of fun. Watch them go, like, extend this all the way to War Games or whatever and have British Strong style in the War Games. If they have that at, the November one, ooh, they need to do that. Undisputed Era, British Strong style, and somebody else. I don't know who. Somebody else. Hell, I don't know, Velveteen and Ricochet and Aleister Black or something like that. Nah, I don't know. Anyway, I think that this will actually be a pretty good match, but I have Strong and O'Reilly retaining. And then Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream is going to be a very fun match. Very good stuff. I really can see this being the show-stealing match of the weekend at least. Maybe one of the best matches of the year. Give them 15 minutes, something will happen. I have Ricochet winning. Possible the Velveteen Dream may go into a feud with John Cena if this little banter on Twitter means anything. And Velveteen could beat Cena at TakeOver Brooklyn 4. At this point, Cena might as well put some goddamn people over because it's about damn time he does. And yeah, people can say, "Oh, he put Undertaker over at WrestleMania 34." Yeah, well, sorry, I don't really care. Good for Taker, but it's time to put over some younger guys. Anyway, Ricochet will win. I'm not opposed to Velveteen Dream winning, but I feel that Ricochet is going to get the victory here. This feud could extend, possibly take over Brooklyn 4 if they don't go with the Cena route. Who knows? But it's going to be a very good match and a very good one. I think just at some point you got to have Velveteen get some victories. And maybe they do it here, but I'm going to go with Ricochet winning. And then we have Gargano versus Ciampa in the street fight. Ciampa's winning this to extend it to Brooklyn 4. Unless they suddenly just want to pull the rug out from under this thing, there's going to be one more match. It's going to be 1-1. They're going to go for a third match at Brooklyn 4. Something, I don't know. Ladder match for an NXT contract, which could be fun. Or something else. Falls count anywhere. Last man standing, who knows. There's going to be something going on. This isn't the end of it. And it would be nice if this was the end of it, only because it'd be just over a year since this whole thing happened and started. But, when Ciampa beat up Gargano. But I believe Ciampa's winning here. And they extend this feud to Brooklyn 4. And then Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan. I'm going to be brief. It's going to be Aleister Black winning. Lars will give him a good match. Lars is a talented big man. But there's no way Aleister's... And I would be shocked as hell if Lars Sullivan won the NXT title. I wouldn't be so much disappointed. I would just be shocked. Because Aleister, I think, is going to be champion until at least November. And then maybe he loses it, goes for a little bit, has a surprise appearance in the Rumble, and then gets called up right after Mania. So anyway, that's what I got to say. So I don't have any of the titles changing hands, but if the tag titles change hands, I wouldn't be too shocked. So anyway, that's what I got to say about the NXT TakeOver Chicago show that's going to be coming up soon. What do you think? What matches are you looking most forward to? Do you think that Shayna Baszler is as bad as I think she is? I don't think she's bad. I just don't think she's interesting. Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe also. It's been Real Honesty with Jar Mifflin. I'm Jar Mifflin. I will see you soon.